How you doing, guys? Welcome back. It's LSP. It's currently the 14th of September 2022. Before I get into the analysis on Bitcoin and Binance, the usual market stuff, I just want to quickly mention we had a Rematic Tokens AMA yesterday. We went through Rematic Finance as well, obviously. And if you want to see that, you can go to the Rematic YouTube channel. I'm also going to link it below in the description. We went for a lot of stuff: Rematic Tokens, Rematic Finance, CPTX, Crypto Positive. Obviously, there's a lot of information in there. We've got the Triple Crown giveaway that we're doing. We've got a wallet which has got a lot of money in it, so somebody can win that. So if you want to be in with the chance and all that good stuff, go over to the AMA, have a listen. It is pretty long, but it's definitely worth listening to. The other thing that I want to quickly do when we go over to the charts is I just want to emphasize the underlying tone of the market is still bearish. Okay, I've been saying this for a long time. And when I go over to the charts and I'm kind of pointing things out, you'll notice that I line things up, and then when the time comes, I kind of extend them. This is what price is looking for. This is what it should be doing. And then obviously we look for confirmation of that. And when we get it, then we can start to act accordingly. So let's effectively go over to the charts. I just want to quickly show you. I posted a tweet. Now, if you remember, number 3 was kind of, over here. We'll leave this stuff on the charts because ultimately the idea is to try to get a flow for what's going on, and we use these reference points, right, to give us an idea of what price is actually doing. Is it buying? Is it selling? Is it doing pickups of buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity? And in this particular case, I want to quickly point out as well that this reference here to these kind of higher highs, higher lows, and I've said this before, doesn't always mean that you're in an uptrend. This is a broad range consolidation, and we can clearly see that now, as it's bouncing between these two fractals, upper level liquidity and lower level liquidity. So we had a pretty decent move, and obviously we've had an aggressive drop yesterday, and then today we're getting a little bit of follow through. Now, obviously, as we run up to the announcement, the rate announcement, some of the other things that are going to be happening, it's very important to remember the underlying tone is bearish. So whatever happens during that rate announcement, the rate hike, it is likely that's probably going to push the markets a little bit lower and drive us towards that number 3 level. So I've extended this out. I've made this, kind of focal point. This comes in at 17,600, give or take. I think we will sweep this a little bit and move deeper into this liquidity pool down here. But ultimately, this has been expected for quite some time. I haven't changed my tone. I haven't changed anything that I've said. I've just been maintaining the same, focus. The underlying market is bearish. Very important that the underlying market is bearish. If you focus on the higher time frames, it's very easy to stay out of trouble. When you're looking at these lower time frames, 15-minute, hourly, and you see these explosive moves up and down, they kind of jitter the market and they pull emotions one way or another. That's not what we're seeing. Stay on the higher time frames and you'll notice that we're still in a downtrend. This is nothing more than just a consolidation in a downtrend, a very strong one at that, and it is possible that we move deeper into this. And even if we only touch the bottom end at around about 15,000 or so, it's still likely to go lower. Now remember, if this impulse is to the downside, as I said, that was an initial impulse. So the move starts here on this pickup of sell side liquidity, not here. This is so important because what's happening is we're getting a rally within this one. So that's nothing more than a rebalance and a touch of that liquidity right there. So it's just done 2 pickups of sell side liquidity in a huge downtrend. I think it's very likely, that we're going to continue going lower. I'm not changing my mind. I'm being super patient. And that's all that's required sometimes, to just be very, very patient and let the market tell you what it wants to do. In fact, I was going to tweet this, but I'll explain it now. What happens is a lot of people see these ups and downs on lower time frames and they just buy. They just keep buying on any pump, right? And all they're doing really is just buying in the same place over and over and over again. It makes absolutely no sense. So be mindful of that and make sure that you're looking at these higher time frame ranges and work according to what you're seeing. So maybe you do a buy here. Okay, if you're going to do a second buy, why do it here now? Wait for price to drop. If it doesn't drop and it starts to move up, at least let it clear this high. Then you're in more of a bit of a better position of price potentially continuing to the upside, and you're not really moving your cost that much either. So you have to be careful. You have to engage in the market in a way that actually makes sense mathematically as well. Yeah, we try to remove our emotions, but do it mathematically where it makes sense. The higher time frames allow us to do this, right? So we are expecting low movement. We are expecting low prices. This is a strong week. This is a strong week this week. So it is likely. Currently on Wednesday, we've got Thursday and Friday, and then going into the weekend. There's still plenty of week left to get down to this number 3. I did expect it to happen today. It still could, but to be honest, it is likely that this is going to happen at some point in the next 2-3 days. So just be mindful of that. And then obviously, if we just go over to Binance, Binance again showing a little bit of relative strength. This is a key level right here that it's sitting on right now. But at the end of the day, if Bitcoin starts to run to the downside aggressively, this is going with it, period. That's it. If it doesn't, I will be shocked. I'll be absolutely shocked. So if we just go back to the chart, we can see that if we get some continuation and this move right here is negated and we go deeper into this liquidity pool, this is the first touch, just a tap of this liquidity. So if we go down, it is likely that we go deeper, and we're probably going to end up roughly, and I'll throw this on the chart right now, probably going to end up roughly around about here, which puts us in at about 250. Which I've already mentioned already. So be mindful, be patient. Remember, if you're engaging in the markets, do it in a way that makes sense. You know, stay safe. Don't be throwing all of your money and all of your eggs into one basket. Spread them out. Be careful. Take your time and learn the process that you're used to and that you're, using, and something that resonates with you that actually makes sense. And obviously, none of this is financial advice. It's always about trying to help you become better traders and better investors. And with all of that said, I hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic day or evening wherever you're in the world. And I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon. All the best. Take care. Ciao for now.